Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. Check them out for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, my lunar brothers and sisters, let's see what the week has in store for you. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves ya. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button for your key to the week. You've got the Fool card, new things, new places, new people, new energies, right? So this is going to be a week where you are being invited by life, the universe, whatever you want to call it, to do things differently, right? To go in new directions. And in all of these different areas of your life, there are going to be an influx of new people, new energies, new places, new ways of doing things, right? And this is kind of, so I can't remember who it was that had this card. I think it might have been Taurus. And the message that I gave them was, when the Fool card shows up as your key to the week, this is kind of like the opposite to the Tower. The Tower is like jump or be pushed, right? Or life just sort of intervenes and says, well, you weren't doing anything with it, so I'm going to make this happen for you. Whereas the Fool card is like the universe giving you a little bit of an elbow saying, go on, just try it, see how it goes, see where it goes, right? So love this for you. For your actions and options, you've got the Lovers card. So for those of you that are single, new love, new relationship, new partnership, new connections, new collaborations are on their way in for you. If you are partnered, married or in a long-term commitment, something about the relationship shifts or changes this week that makes it a whole lot better. In terms of the options that are available to you this week, there are literally that. You have options. There's some kind of freedom, I feel, that opens up for you over the course of this week. And I feel like you will feel this on like a very visceral level. It will just feel like, yeah, you know what? I feel like I've got more freedom, or I feel like I've got more liberation. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Hanged Man, right? So when it comes to communications and conversations this week, it's probably not that, like, first of all, happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope you're having a wonderful solar return. Remember to fill the day of your birthday with token elements of all the good stuff that you want for the year ahead. I hope you have a fantastic day. I really, really do. Now, for your Hangman, because this shows up in your communications, this week, communicate clearly. Be very clear and very specific about what you want, what you don't want, what you will and won't accept. The reason I say this is because the Hangman does have a bit of a wishy-washy energy, right? And you've got this with the Lovers card. For some of you, the lines of the relationship might blur this week, right? For others, this could be where you start to understand that your significant other is literally your soulmate. Right? Like, you look at your partner and you think, you know what, you are my person, right? It's us until the fucking wheels fall off. For those of you that are single and looking, right? I know we're supposed to be talking about your communications, but it's all about love this week. That's what it looks like. For those of you that are single and looking, you might connect with someone this week that absolutely blows your socks off. You might just not be able to get them out of your head. Maybe you're thinking like, oh my gosh, this person, and you find yourself constantly talking about them and thinking about them and all of that going on. It's almost like, you know, if you didn't know any better, they've cast a spell on you, but it's just that you're really fucking smitten, and it's so cute to see. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, your Hanged Man with the Lovers card, be mindful of the group connections that you have with your studies. And the reason I say this is because you could end up doing most of the work in a group setting, and you just want to make sure that you're not having to do more than what is your fair share. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this week is going to be a very slow week. And I will say to you this week, check in with who you think your allies are and who your allies actually are. All right. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this week, hold off on any new connections, right? There are new connections coming in, but hold off on going from 0 to 100, right? Work with what you've got, chew what's on your plate first before you add anything else to it. This might also be a really good week where you're thinking about or looking at your marketing all of, maybe you're thinking about new video, all of that kind of stuff, whether this is anything from YouTube right through to new photography for your website. This is a great week to do that kind of stuff, to really work on the aesthetic and to build the kind of energy that you're trying to see out in the world. All right. For those of you that are, wow. Okay. Yeah. Something just occurred to me. And obviously, as many of you know, I've got a Cancer moon. Something just occurred to me and I'm like, oh yeah, no, gonna readjust that. And actually it is about a connection. It's a giant no thank you for when it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working. The Hanged Man with the Lovers card, this week it looks like you're having to make a choice about whether to stay in your current living situation or whether to move on. I don't think this is going to be something that's forced, but I do feel like it will be something where you kind of start thinking to yourself, okay, I'm just going to hold my horses for now, but that will move very quickly. All right, don't get complacent on that. When it comes to your love and relations, you've got the Temperance card. If you are single and looking to mingle, you're absolutely connecting with somebody who really does, for lack of a better sort of phrase, somebody that feels like your other half, someone that just seems to get you, somebody that makes your spirit feel calm. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, the hard work and effort that you have spent on the relationship now starts to improve, right? This is where you start to see the results and the rewards from it. And I will say, for those of you whose partners are studying or, they're doing some kind of work that needs to, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like whatever work you are doing in, your partner is doing, they have a breakthrough in that work in some regard, right? So this could be a great week for all around. And then before we get into your money and materials, don't forget the Lunar Lacuna is open. So you want to come and join that, right? Now, for your money and materials, you've got the Ace of Swords. This is a new contract, literally the full card new. Ace of Swords, contract, right? New contract, new work, new money, new resources coming in. This here literally speaks to a new partnership, right? So, and there's a lot of balance in these cards, which is really interesting, because that's what they're speaking about, right? But you're making a financial decision this week that financially really is you're gonna see the results and the ripples of it over the course of the next month. But you're making a very clear-cut decision, and there is a new contract on the table this week that I think you are very clear-cut about. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this, especially with the Fool card, please watch out for accidents with literal sharp objects, right? Make sure this week you keep your wits about you. And I will say as well, touch wood, sorry, I have to keep the window open. It is really warm here today. And that hum you can hear in the background is a fan. All right, but what I will say is this week as well, when it comes to horseplay, funning around and all of that good stuff, have fun, be awesome, do all the good things. And it looks like you will. It looks like there's a lot of laughter in this week. But the one thing that I do want you to watch out for is your noggin, right? Please, 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 if you're going to be running around, make sure you keep your eyes out. I'll never forget one time when we were kids. I mean, she was okay. Nothing serious happened to her, but me and a friend were chasing each other. She wasn't watching where she was going, and as she turned around, she literally ran straight into a wall. This could be something like that, all right? So please, please, please have fun, enjoy yourself, laugh, be wild, be a big kid, but just watch yourself at the same time. And then when it comes to your home and environment, for a lot of you, this is so funny because I literally made a prediction like this yesterday for a client. And if you guys are watching, I can verify that your home is on its way, right? Like literally within the next 4 weeks, a lot of you will have found certainly the next place that you're going to find yourself. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Happy damn birthday. Have a great week. Take care, and I'll see you soon.